Okay, so maybe I'll tell you guys about my mother's personality. I pray that pray at least my mother is so proud of me, at least, you know. And that you know I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. I'm gonna try my best to be a good mother, a good wife, a good person, and I can credit her for all of that.
Why is you crying, huh? Oh.
Why are you crying, sister?
She need a hug. She miss her mama.
What's up, guys? It's Mommy with Beauty and the Bunch, and we're back with another video. So today, you guys, is a day before Halloween. It's October 30th. Tomorrow's Halloween, and tomorrow's also my mom's birthday. You guys know, if you've been following me for a while, that I have been celebrating my mom's birthday. Every year I used to release balloons, but then I graduated to butterflies because, you know, it's not really safe for this earth, the balloons, you know. So first of all, with these butterflies, you guys, it's very hard to find. I found limited. I maybe have like 6 butterflies, and I'm very, very sad about that. But I'm not gonna let that ruin the occasion. Auntie Jackie's here, Uncle Max is here, Aisha's here. So like I do every year, I'm gonna release some butterflies for my mother. Yeah, we're on our way to go pick them up right now. So you guys stay tuned and come along with us. Happy birthday, Ma. I love you. I miss you. I'm gonna celebrate you always. You know what is so significant about this and what I cherish most about these? Honestly, what I cherish most about me doing this, I started a whole tradition with my family, is the fact that for years, my mom died when I was 15 years old, y'all. And for years, since I was an adult, I didn't really process it or maybe accept it. I kind of like avoided it. I shoved it down. I didn't want people feeling sorry for me. I didn't want to talk about it because it would make me sad. And I just it just brought a different type of feeling and energy. So I just kind of pretend like it didn't happen and move on with my life, you know. But and then, I changed my life around just for me personally. During my healing journey, I'm still healing. I'll probably be healing for the rest of my life for many reasons. But I came to the point to where now I can I can talk about her now. I don't have to be sad anymore. Let me celebrate her life and just to think about the good things. And then I did have a mom for 15 years of my life that was there. And God called her home. This is just what it is. This is life. And I wholeheartedly, at this old age, just recently, a couple of years ago, finally accept my mother's not being here any longer. She's obviously going to be with us here in spirit always, but I can celebrate her. We can laugh, we'll still shed some tears and all, but all in all, she deserves to be celebrated always and forever. My kids deserve to know about their grandmother even though they've never seen her in real life. So I just want to keep her name alive. That's my thing. Ma, I love you, and I'm going to keep your name alive till the death of me. I'm going to talk about you, tell you about my kids, tell them stories, everything, just everything, so they'll have that piece of you without you even being here in the flesh. But yeah, you guys stay tuned and come along with us for the day. We're gonna go celebrate my mother. Alright, so I picked the butterflies up. I'm not too fond of what it looks like presentation wise. She put it in 5 different boxes, maybe so 5 different people can release it. Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't look too presentable to me. Anyway, if you guys remember last year, we had a nice little cage that she gave us with the butterflies on the inside. Maybe if I can find a clip, I can post it here. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, we have just 5 of these, and the butterflies are actually in here. So I guess we'll just release it individually. We're running out of time. She mentioned that we should release them when it's not too cold, when it doesn't get too cold, and maybe around no later than 5:30 p.m. But anyway, we're on our way back because the kids is at home with Aisha, my sister, Auntie Jackie, and Uncle Max. They all at home, so we're on our way back. But in the meantime, and in between time, I got me some seafood. Guys, I don't recommend eating seafood in the car, which is why I went to go get me a little I put my little gloves on. I actually hate these gloves. Do not eat seafood in your car, y'all. I'm a professional. Don't do what I do. Do as I say. Right, Devon?
Right.
Is your wife not a professional?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. I'm gonna put my lemon in here and the extra sauce I have in here. I never eat too much YouTube these days. I think I should start back with my mukbangs on YouTube because food has been my best. So I have some corn in here, some potatoes, shrimp, and boiled eggs. I got shrimp with the head off. Anyway, so maybe I should since it's my mother's birthday tomorrow, I should tell her something about my mother. Okay, so maybe I'll tell you guys about my mother's personality. I tell Didi this all the time. I remember growing up, my mother was very, from my point of view, my mother was very reserved, She was very quiet, didn't say much, didn't look for trouble, stayed out of the way. You know, I remember us going to go visit people that she loved, like her friends, family, and that's all we did. And then she went to work and came home to us. And then we moved to the United States, same thing. She didn't really make too much friends. She had a few that she probably met in church or that was working with her, maybe, stuff like that. But she was a freaking monster when it came to, like, don't mess with my mother. She was one of, you know, I realize me and my husband talk about this all the time. I feel like people who, should I say this? You're not even listening to me. If you guys pay attention, like people who has like, who looks for trouble a lot and has like, who's confrontational, a lot of the times they're the ones who can't really, you know, throw hands. But it'd be them silent killers, them silent ones. My mother was one of those. She was very silent, very quiet. She used to fight. I just remember her protecting us all, you know, all our lives. I remember, maybe I should I tell a specific story? I just remember things like being younger. And I remember this man coming to our house. I was really young. I don't know why he came there, but my mother was like, told all of us that she was like, go hide under. Then I remember going to hide under my granny's sofa, and she would tell my grandmother to go hide, and yeah, and she would fight them solely. She would fight men. What?
Read that. Bam.
Jazz it up with our South African wines. Hey, my mother.
Cannonball Cove. Gotcha.
So, look, they even have the South African flag there. You guys, they got a van in front of us that says wine from South Africa. They have a South African flag in the back of it and everything. I grew up in South Africa, so that it was kind of rough, you know. It was kind of rough. It wasn't always easy. It was dangerous at times where we lived at and things like that. So they had quite a few things that would happen throughout my childhood that I had to witness. But my mother wasn't scared of anything and anybody. She was such a strong, independent woman. My mother met my dad. You guys, a lot of you guys know the story. But my mom met my dad while my dad was traveling. While my dad was traveling to South Africa, he was a musician and he played the piano for the Chandlers. I think Auntie Jackie said. But for many more great people. And he met her, they fell in love and got engaged within 1 week. You guys, within 1 week. And it was just, they've been together ever since for the next 10 years. My mom eventually ended up going to the United States, and that's where she had all 4 of us. But it ended, I'm not sure how it ended. I'm not sure what happened between, and this is what I'm going to tell you about my mother's character. I'm not sure exactly what happened between her dad and my mom and my dad. I do know that she left him after 10 years, and she, without telling him, and she flew us back to South Africa, and that's where we were raised at. Now, growing up in South Africa, my mother never told us anything about our dad. She didn't really speak about him, and she never told us anything bad, although there were times where we were like, oh daddy, you know, we used to look at airplanes in the sky. We used to say, daddy, our dad is in that airplane. Just, we thought our dad was in every single airplane because it was going maybe to United States across the seas. And she would let us dream, she would let us live. We would have these expectations like, oh, I remember talking to my dad once while we were in South Africa. She let us speak to him, and my dad was telling Herman he was gonna send him something. It's like, oh, I'm gonna send it to you. And Herman was just so excited, he kept repeating this to my mom, and my mother was quiet about it for a minute, but he kept saying, Ma, he said he's gonna send it, he is. And my mother was just trying to like shove it off, you know? But and then eventually she was like, Herman, he can't send anything to you, doesn't even know your address. She never said he was this, he was that. I heard through the grapevine, and I seen what I seen later on in life, and I could kind of like put 2 and 2 together and to see why she left. My dad, first of all, was on very heavy drugs. Yeah, and people around us has told us that he was very controlling and perhaps abusive to her. And she just had enough and just like flew. She escaped while he was like at work or something. Funny thing about it is, you guys know, I don't know if you know, but years later, when my mom brought us back to the United States, I was 11 years old. And she came back to my dad. In my mind, now that I'm this age, I'm assuming she came back to my dad because that's who she knew here in the United States, and she really just didn't want to raise us in South Africa. She knew we were American citizens. We'll just have a better life over there. So she called my dad, and we ended up at my dad. And things ended the same exact way. He became very controlling. He didn't allow her to speak to anyone or have friends or go out. Rest in peace to my dad, by the way. I'm just sharing my story. I don't feel any resentment or anger towards him, and never did actually. And I credit that to my mother because she never spoke bad about him, so we just didn't know nothing bad. We just always knew we had a dad, and we were excited that we had a dad somewhere. But anyway, yeah, and he had like multiple women calling his phone. It's just people calling his phone back to back. But honestly, it was also a woman that was very much like him, that was like drug, you know, that did what he did. And I remember one day he answered the call, he answered a phone call, and he said, "Didn't I tell you my woman is back home and told her to stop calling me?" So that's what I experienced while I was down there. My mother obviously wasn't like physically attracted to him. So I remember them getting to arguments because she didn't want to. He's like, "I need it, I want it."
So she didn't want to let him smash?
Did he?
So you sleeping, she was laying in that man's house and didn't want to get the man nothing? I'd be mad too.
Yeah, so I remember him saying, "I love sex, I love sex." And my mother said, "Don't say that in front of my kids." And he was like, "I love sex." And she's like, "My kids know how to spell." He was like, "Woman, I say all of that to say this. My mother has been dealt some cards in life." Hey! 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 Like, oh my God. I say all of that to say this. Like, I remember my mother never complained, y'all, but I remember now going through things in South Africa, the situation she had to face, and it was just her with us 4 kids. She didn't ask my dad for nothing, never got no child support. Living in South Africa, you guys. Okay, hold on. Let me take advantage to eat, because I'm doing too much talking.
The camera on you?
Yeah, no, take the thing from underneath the lens. It's not even on correctly. Back it up a bit more so I don't know if they can see my food. Don't back up. Okay. I remember now specifically going through things, and while those things were happening, you guys, I didn't actually fully process it. I didn't fully process it to say, "Oh my gosh, I'm going through this." And that was just the case for me most of my life. Even the heartache and stuff and the abuse that I've been through in life, I didn't really process it or deal with it. I kind of just accepted it. So I didn't think nothing of things that were happening. And now that I'm older, I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember my mom, us being locked out of her boyfriend's house and sitting on the porch and not being able to get in. And I remember certain things that I never really thought much of when I was that age. Then she came back to the United States with us and raised us here by herself. She eventually fled from my dad again without him knowing. She went to work and we left, and that's how we ended up in New Orleans. It was just so random. So this wasn't even supposed to be. I met my husband here in New Orleans, and my kids were born here in Louisiana, somewhere where I just randomly ended up. And I know that God has a reason for everything. I can look back in life now and see like, whoa, but my mother was one hell of a strong woman. She was so strong. She endured so, and she never complained. She never said, she never was like, oh, I'm going through this. And I think maybe that's makes so much sense about how she passed away of cancer. If you guys know, like, I believe she was holding a lot of guilt, resentment, or feelings on the inside of her that grew into cancer, and she never shared it. She just kept everything in. She didn't go crazy. I didn't see her cry. I didn't see her kick, and you know what I'm saying? I seen this woman fight for her life physically, and you know, I seen her work really hard, 2 jobs at a time for us, you know, and she never complained about it. We never felt that from her. I don't know if that may be why she was so quiet a lot of times. She was sometimes when she even come home from work, she'll just go in her room. That's actually a lot like me nowadays. She'll go in her room and watch TV. She wouldn't say much. So she may have had a lot on her mind, but me and my siblings are back in the United States because of the sacrifices my mom made. I didn't understand it back then, but I'm so grateful. You guys don't understand even like the type of conditions and the things that's also happening in South Africa today. Or I know for a fact I would have been 100% suffering, and I don't have parents, you know, I have family out there and stuff like that, but as a grown woman, I probably would have been not doing so well because a lot of South Africa is not doing well. And I'm here because of my mom, and I'm able to raise my kids with freedom in a beautiful home, like with a husband, and create any kind of life that I want here because of the sacrifices that she's made for me. And I just appreciate her. I appreciate her so much, and I thank her because I'm able to live this life because of her. I could have been, you know, and I know she did it all for us because she was alone. I know she did it all for us. So I pray that I'm pray at least my mother is so proud of me, at least, you know, and that she know I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to be a good mother, a good wife, a good person, and I can credit her for all of that. She was also such an amazing, loving, caring person. Just don't mess with her. Don't mess with her, because she will beat you from here to you know, but she was loving and caring. She reminds me a lot. I remind myself a lot about my mother and my siblings as well, you know. But anyway, that was from the dome. I wasn't even planning on talking. I just wanted to eat, but that was from the dome. Oh gosh. Anyway, yeah, let me take a couple more bites. But happy birthday, Ma. We love you. Continue to watch over your grandkids and us and our family and our husbands. They know so much about you and haven't even met you. Except Quindrell, Aisha's husband has met my mother. I'm gonna cut this off now because it's been a little bit too long. I'm gonna meet you guys later with the rest of the fam. Alright you guys, so we only have 5 butterflies. That's the only thing that was available. We have the family outside. It's a little bit chilly, so I pray to God that these butterflies will fly because they don't fly in the cold.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We're gonna sip a party like it's your birthday. It was hot this morning, now it's cold.
Happy birthday, Mama. We miss you. Happy birthday, my sister.
Auntie Jackie, first of all, I'm just so very happy for you and Uncle Max to be able to join us today to celebrate my mother's birthday and to release these things. It's become a tradition here in our family here in America since we don't have our family here with us on a daily. So I'm very happy to have you here. I'm sure everyone is. And we love you, Ma, always. And I promise to try my best to keep your name alive. I'm always talking about you. You always on my mind. And we're going to keep your name alive forever. Forever, forever.
We made you proud.
Yeah, I hope you're proud of us. And we love you.
This is everything keeps us living.
Well, I am proud of your children, so you will obviously be proud. Thank you for all those beautiful, lots of children you left behind.
Oh, she was here.
Oh, happy birthday, happy heavenly birthday.
Happy heavenly
Granny,
birthday,
we
my
miss you
sister.
and forever and always.
Period.
You will always be missed.
I know you smiling down on me,
Made up, like.
saying everything's okay.
Please, butterflies fly. In 5, 4.
In memory of Ingrid Adamson. It's too cold.
Let me take a picture with you.
Who is tickling, y'all?
Just doesn't want to let go. I even tried with you. So I sit here.
That's us saying, oh, Jackie, I miss you.
Mama, I don't know if this one will lie.
Especially with me. This one doesn't want to leave me.
Let me get my butterfly.
It's alive.
Thank you.
Look at this one. Butterfly.
May I introduce my granddaughter, Hammer?
Yo, the babies are hurting theirs. Who had that one?
Don't hurt.
Is you crying? Oh,
Are you crying, sister?
she need a hug. She miss her mama.
Yours is the prettiest, bro.
Wow.
And
Where's Uncle Max's camera?
I don't know.
That's Ingrid saying she miss you, Uncle
Let me put it on
Max.
Uncle Max, Mommy.
Later that same evening.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mommy. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so who's gonna blow the candles first? Alright, I'll give you one candle. Happy birthday, Mom.
Everybody blow one candle out. One.
Let's just do it together.
One candle out.
Okay,
Everybody blow
let's do
one.
one big one together. Everybody go together. Just blow very softly, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
That was not
You stole the show. Why you stole it? How are you supposed to eat that?
You had
I almost punched Aisha. I forgot who my sister was. I almost punched her. I want to blow my candle. Give me one. No. Okay, happy birthday, Mom.
I just want to know who got blow all the candles.
Yes, what a letter it.
with one man, my breath you even got cold. Never had such a from Friday.
Okay, guys, let's cut. Who wants to cut? You, Aisha?
Yeah.
Me and Aisha? Since we're the
Jeremy, you know what you're doing.
we have 2 siblings that's not here. Aisha's in Texas and Herman's
I'm not in
at home.
I'm here.
Yeah, Charlene.
You
You
said
said Aisha's in
Oh,
Texas.
let me cut,
Wow.
y'all know what I mean.
That's my grandma.
Y'all know what I mean.
That's my grandma.
Do y'all feel like y'all know your grandmother?
Yeah.
The way we talk about her, or does she feel like a stranger?
Yeah.
Oh,
That boy Joseph.
I know you're not cutting it with the can.
Oh no.
oh no, baby. Other mama. You made mama.
We actually
Okay.
went to the Delphi.
Give the knife.
No, you've been in the damn.
The black and mommy.
Stop. You say I'm Adele? Like
I'm so sorry to
Look at the jacket's about to cut
burst
you.
your bubbles.
Okay, go ahead.
Where's the letter at?
Bah.
Come on, the sister
Where's
gotta
the
cut
letter
the
at?
cake.
Okay, why did you cut it with number one?
A candle.
It
It's
is
in your pocket.
enough.
I want that
I want all that ice and baby.
Here you are. Here you are. All the children.
You're so cute, give me plain.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you.
And they have the breast cancer sign on there, you guys, because my mother passed with breast cancer.
Thank you, other
And
girl.
it's Breast Cancer Awareness
I
Month.
hate breast cancer.
Breast cancer is the out.
I mean, yeah, breast cancer. Man.
Dog,
Yeah,
give me
cancer in
Dog,
general.
you give me a plain.
Breast cancer is the ops, huh?
Got the right to say
They have a shirt that says F breast cancer. It's like F and then the breast cancer symbol and then CK. Breast cancer.
Breast
It's
cancer.
actually like a
JC, stop.
Hold up, JC. No,
Okay.
JC.
Put a cake on it. Put a cake.
Alright, you guys, so we're gonna end this video. That's it for the day. We had a very long, productive day, actually. Happy birthday once again, Mom. We love you so much. Even if you're all the way to heaven, I know that you're here with us on a daily. So thanks for
JC,
protecting
don't
us
do
and
that
loving
by
us. Aisha,
Don't do that by yourself.
I wish I was feeling like Aisha right now. Aisha, you have
R.I.P.
anything to say to your
Grandma, I
mother?
love you. I love you.
Love you.
Happy heavenly birthday.
Yeah.
Ma.
I wish you could
Ma.
be here so I could tell my
Today,
mom.
please
all
don't
the
end
bad
it
things
yet,
you do.
okay? Don't end it yet. I wish I could just say I could go to my grandma's house.
Oh, God.
That's bad.
If you're a bad birthday, Aisha.
Oh, you
No,
can't
I'm
even say let me go to my other grandmother's house.
If our grandma
Which
was here right
is
now,
me.
we all would be sleeping there because our
I'm
parents.
all the way.
What's wrong with your parents?
I would have been telling my mom every day.
Look at JC.
Parents has got big foresight.
But we got our other grandma
I'll
right
take
here.
this piece.
I want to
You
live
ain't
this.
down.
You're fine.
Yeah,
Please
you don't have
give me
your
a
other
plate
grandma
at
here,
least.
Angel.
Oh, y'all going to Africa next month.
Just like that.
And they're all gonna go and stay.
Denise? You
Stay
I'm
with
going to stay with Auntie
Mandy.
Maddie.
Stop, Delisi. Stop. I want that.
I'm going to stay with Auntie Maddie.
I'm going to stay with Uncle Joshua.
What?
I'm going
Your
to.
dad's brother?
Actually,
No,
I'll take
Mama.
that one. I'll take that. I don't like ice cream.
You want to go stay with the ops?
That's a good place to go. That's where the diamonds at.